The highlights of today's defense news. Nabhdrishti Aerospace raises pre-seed round led by IIMA Ventures. Indian Army eyes heavy-duty remote cargo vehicle. SCO Defense Ministers meeting in Kazakhstan endorses One Earth, One Family, One Future. Germany approves MP5 sales to India, easing long-standing restrictions. Goa Shipyard signs MOU with Netherlands-based Damen Shipyards. Indian Armed Forces wargame capability quotient of BRAHMOS in a maritime scenario. BRAHMOS Aerospace takes a giant step, plans to manufacture the RAMJET engine. Indian Army to bolster firepower with new Ashok Leyland GTV 6x6 vehicles. Indian Navy participates in maritime partnership exercise with UK's Littoral Response Group. IndiGo places order for 30 firm Airbus A350 widebody aircraft. In the global, Unmanned Systems take center stage in US. Sierra Nevada wins $13 billion contract to build Air Force Doomsday plane. UK explores new radar and IR tech to enhance SDA. Greece in talks with Israel for Spider air defense system acquisition. And China laser breakthrough, a silent revolution in submarine warfare. Deep tech startup Nabhdrishti Aerospace has raised 3 crores in its pre-seed round by IIMA Ventures. The proceeds will be used to develop fuel flex combustor prototype via thorough testing on the fuel injector and combustor. This will enable the company to showcase the proprietary fuel flex technology. This will be followed by designs within the power range of 300 shp to 1000 shp and above. Founded in 2023 by Rohit Chauhan and Arun Srivatsa, Nabhdrishti Aerospace will design and develop gas turbine engines beginning with a 350 shp turboprop engine for aviation and power generation use cases. As per the company, the micro gas turbine engine will be developed and manufactured and will feature fuel flexibility to enable clean fuel compatibility and enhanced efficiency. Indian Army is developing a next-generation remotely controlled tracked vehicle to carry significant payloads on the battlefield, aiming for greater automation and safety. The proposed RCTV is expected to have a payload capacity of 4 to 6 tons, which is much higher than the existing RCTV solutions that carry 100 to 300 kilos. This heavy-duty RCTV could transform logistics and combat operations with possible uses ranging from transportation to deploying heavy weaponry. The project emphasizes collaboration with private Indian companies to enhance domestic defense manufacturing and potentially accelerate development. India stresses peace and cooperation at the SCO Defense Ministers meeting in Kazakhstan. Defense Secretary joined his counterparts from Shanghai Cooperation Organization member states in Kazakhstan capital Astana for the pivotal defense ministers meet. During the gathering, a significant protocol was signed underscoring the collective commitment of all SCO members towards fostering peace and cooperation in the region. The meeting culminated in a joint communique highlighting key agreements and initiatives, notably the embrace of the ethos of One Earth, One Family, One Future, drawing inspiration from the timeless Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. At the meeting, Mr. Giridhar Armane reaffirmed India's unwavering dedication to preserving peace, stability, and security within the SCO region. In his address, he stressed the imperative of adopting a zero tolerance stance against terrorism in all its manifestations, recognizing it as a pivotal prerequisite for the prosperity and development of SCO member states. In a significant policy shift, Germany has lifted long standing restrictions on the sale of small arms to India. The decision made under the new German government opens the door for the Indian military, paramilitary forces, and the state police to buy advanced German weapons, including the iconic MP5 submachine gun. For over a decade, Germany had strict rules preventing the sale of small arms to nations outside the NATO and its close allies. India, along with other countries, was affected by these restrictions. The change is particularly crucial for India's National Security Guard, known for its anti-terrorism operations. The NSG already uses the Heckler and Koch MP5 submachine gun and now can easily get spare parts and accessories. Such a move also reflects the changing dynamics between the two countries as strategic interests continue to align. Goa Shipyard Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding with Damen Shipyards for collaborating in the field of e-tugs in the presence of the Netherlands Minister of Foreign Trade and Development Cooperation. The MOU further paves the way for new vistas in providing cutting-edge, reliable and green solutions to Indian ports, according to Goa Shipyard Limited. The Damen Group is a Dutch defense shipbuilding and engineering conglomerate company based in Gorinchem, Netherlands. With 54 companies, it has shipyards and services hubs all over the world. The Indian Armed Forces wargame capability quotient of BRAHMOS in a maritime scenario. The BRAHMOS capabilities, extreme speed and maneuverability, which makes it a formidable weapon against large surface targets like aircraft carriers. The internal simulations by the Indian military suggest that a salvo of just 3 BrahMos missiles could potentially cripple or even sink a Chinese aircraft carrier. While simulations are valuable, real world combat scenarios involve many variables such as enemy countermeasures and defense tactics, which can significantly influence the outcome. BRAHMOS Aerospace is on track to manufacture the RAMJET engine for the BrahMos missile indigenously. BrahMos has developed a local solid propellant booster engine and produces its own fuel. Indigenization the RAMJET engine could enhance export opportunities by reducing reliance on Russia for this crucial component. Indian Army has recently inducted the Ashok Leyland GTV 6x6, an impressive all-terrain vehicle designed to meet the demand requirements of the Indian Army's medium artillery and air defense regiments. Let's delve into the details. The GTV 6x6 specifications, some of them. The maximum power is 260 horsepower, top speed is 80 kilometers per hour, transmission is 8-speed manual, fuel tank capacity is 400 liters. The GTV 6x6 boasts an impressive towing capacity of 20 tons, making it capable of hauling heavy artillery guns and radar systems critical for battlefield operations. This robust vehicle is a valuable addition to the Indian Army's fleet, enhancing both firepower and mobility. Indian Navy's indigenous stealth frigate INS Sahyadri participated in the Maritime Partnership exercise with Royal Navy's Argus and RFA Lime Bay, part of the UK Littoral Response Group South, according to the Indian Navy. The exercise, which took place, aimed to enhance interoperability and strengthen maritime cooperation between the two nations. Tactical maneuvers, boarding ops, surface engagements against simulated asymmetric threats, cross-deck visits, and cross-deck helo ops conducted. The exercises provided an opportunity for both navies to exchange best practices and benefit from each other's experience and expertise. From the civil aviation news, IndiGo announced placing an order for 30 wide-body A350-900 planes. The airline has till now been operating only on narrow-body Airbus aircraft, excepting for 2 Boeing 777 planes leased from the Turkish Airlines for operations on the Istanbul route. These planes will be powered by Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engine. Currently, IndiGo operates over 350 aircrafts. In the global news, the US Army is moving its future tactical unmanned aircraft system competition into a flight demonstration phase with two teams, Griffin Aerospace and Textron Systems. Army tapped the two companies from a group of five. Now it has formally awarded contracts to both to move into the final two phases of the competition. The service has completed a rapid prototyping programming that included a preliminary and critical design review with two competitors and will now focus on both the flight demonstration and subsequent phase, where the teams will deliver production representative prototypes for testing and operational demonstrations. Soldiers will have a chance during demonstrations to test the prototype's capabilities, including vertical takeoff and landing, reduced acoustic signature, and rapid setup. The phase also includes modular open systems architecture verification efforts. The Department of the Air Force has awarded Sierra Nevada Corporation a $13 billion contract to replace the service's aging E-4B Night Watch doomsday planes that would fly during a nuclear war. The company will develop and produce the Survivable Airborne Operations Center, the name for the aircraft that will succeed the E-4B, and is expected to finish the work by July 2036. The Air Force is obligating $59 million in research, development, test, and evaluation funds to Sierra Nevada to start work on SAOC. The development of this critical national security weapon system ensures the department's nuclear command, control, and communications capability is operationally relevant and secure for decades to come. The E4, officially referred to as a National Airborne Operations Center, is designed to allow the President to direct forces in the event of a nuclear war or other devastating emergencies that destroy command and control centers on the ground. Sierra Nevada's contract to develop and produce SAOC will cover the delivery of engineering and manufacturing development aircraft, production aircraft, associated ground systems, and interim contract support. UK's Defence Science and Technology Laboratory, that is the DSTL, is conducting three technology demonstrator programs to explore the utility of novel space domain awareness technologies. The first program is exploring the development of a deep space radar, that is the DSR, designing to monitor and protecting geostationary orbit assets such as the Skynet satellite communication systems. The purpose of the program is also to assess whether the UK needs its own DSR capability or whether it can rely on or complement the Deep Space Advanced Radar capability, that is the DARC, currently being developed alongside Australia and US. A monostatic or biostatic system is being considered as well as whether a new or existing system is required. DSTL is also investigating the development of an inverse synthetic aperture radar for the characterization of objects in low Earth orbit. One of the technologies being assessed is a W-band gyro traveling wave amplifier, which could provide very high frequency and bandwidth as well as high resolution images. High power quasi optical Faraday rotator is also being explored. The Greek Ministry of Defense is currently in negotiations with the Israeli defense company Rafael to finalize an agreement that would include the company's Spider air defense system. The war in Ukraine has spurred international demand for this battle-tested air defense system. Now let's see some technology developed in China. The Chinese scientists have unveiled a new laser-based propulsion system that could lead to silent superfast submarines, shaking up the world of naval warfare. How does it work? Imagine a submarine coated in a network of tiny fibers thinner than a human hair. Powerful laser beams surge through these fibers and interact with sea water. This generates two amazing effects. First, the bubble power. The laser energy vaporizes seawater, creating a blanket of bubbles around the vessel. This phenomena, called supercavitation, dramatically slashes water resistance, allowing the submarine to move at unprecedented speeds. The second one, detonation boost. The expanding bubble creates powerful shock waves, providing an extra burst of propulsion. And third, silent and efficient. This technology promises incredibly stealthy submarines. Traditional submarines rely on noisy propellers, making them easier to detect. With laser propulsion, there are no moving mechanical parts, making these submarines virtually silent. The US has already imposed strict sanctions on the Chinese university with a major role in developing this technology. This highlights the strategic importance nations place on underwater dominance and cutting edge naval capabilities. Let's keep an eye out. It may take time before these laser subs become a reality, but the potential for transforming the underwater world is undeniably exciting and potentially a little worrisome depending on who you ask for. The high thrust. Chinese scientists say their system generates almost as much thrust as a commercial jet engine while using a tiny fraction of the energy. That's the news for today. We hope you enjoy the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and we will be happy to get a feedback from you. Thank you and have a great weekend.